Let's do this.
Pretty bumpy, pretty bumpy. Pretty bumpy, pretty bumpy. Hold on tight, it's gonna get pretty bumpy. It's gonna get pretty bumpy.
Everybody's been out here just chasing the Costa King. The Costa King's known for being good over here as the German Radicaler Tinnitus. What is it with Germans and these long names? You Germans need to explain yourselves, man. The man with long look and Dinishushu has another with a long name. German people like long names. Hey, that's fine, but don't expect me to say your complete name, man. It's too long. As the Costa King. This is a familiar sight over at the Tokyo Expressway. The Costa King has won many times. People fumble. The Costa King does not push hard over here. He drives within the best strength that his car has, which is the straight line and corner exit, and everyone else flounders around him. But it looks like Radicaler, I'm not saying your name, Radicaler is out here trying to attack, but the Mustang is just too quick, and we got Dinishushu in the NSX and FV in the Aston Martin also here, and Stratocaster, who led for a bit earlier on. Ooh, what happened to Dinishushu? He slid out of the first corner, messes it up. The Costa King back in the lead out here. Raddy the German is trying to keep him honest out here, and these guys are all gonna catch up, with the exception of FV, because FV's in the DBR9. The DBR9 is quick in a straight line, probably the quickest car here. But the problem is in the corners, it does not have the downforce. You see how wide it's going? That's not because he wants to do that. Oh, he got on the inside of Dinishushu. Dinishushu got it wrong. He hit the barrier, and Dinishushu is out of the battle for this W as Radicaler the jump. Ooh, that was a tough pass on that barrel. Radicaler, sir, there's no need to be so mean. Good pass. Oh, and it looks like the Costa King and the Costa King and FV touched. The Costa King almost lost it, but he saves it. Radicaler has a decent lead. FV is now down to 4th place. Stratocaster up into 3rd. Can Radicaler get this W from Doug Barrow? Hey, man, it's tough to beat Doug Barrow around here, man. I've seen him win too many times. Radicaler, gets it wrong. The Costa King clips the apex. He's not even going to have to get no slipstream. But Radicaler gets an even better exit from the wider line. I thought the Costa King was going to have that, but I thought wrong. But hey, no harm, no foul, because the Costa King's going to get a better slipstream, and he's going to be leading by the time we get to the finish line. As we got Stratocaster, who is the fastest car in the corners here, in 3rd place, and FV in what is a rapid Aston Martin DBR9, but I think FV might be short geared. He's trying to go past Stratocaster now, but Stratocaster is getting a blue slipstream from the German Radicaler. So Stratocaster goes back up into 3rd, FV goes behind Stratocaster, but the Costa King is in front. Can he get this W? Or will Radicaler, who's been making some tough passes, be out here trying to make sure he gets this W? He's on the outside of turn 1. Stratocaster is catching up. The Costa King keeps the lead as we are about to get into my favorite part of the race. Once you pass that sector line and get in the second sector, the corners are just sublime. When you get them right, the feeling you get is so amazing. You feel like you're on fire, like some electricity is coursing through your veins. Radical harassing the Costa King. Stratocaster in third being hounded by F-Fields to look behind from the Costa King, who knows that if he wins, he can go to Costa and get himself a nice Frostino. Is the Costa King gonna be able to win this race? Get himself a Frostino and maybe like Frostino, what else can we get from him? Yeah, and get some lemon drizzle cake when he finishes this race. Let's hope he can get that done because, hey man, that's my favorite combination. Mint choc chip Frostino and give me like a lemon drizzle cake from Costa, and I'll be a happy guy. Best combo ever. Stratocaster is caught up to these guys. He's hounding Radicaler Tintus. I'm not saying your name again, man. You Germans and your long names, guys. We're gonna need to have a talk about this as we are about to get to the final corner, the hairpin. The Costa King is too far in front. Radicaler touches him mid-corner, but that's not gonna do nothing because the Costa King has it under control. Gets a great exit. By the time the slipstream starts working, it's gonna be too late. Once again, the rivals flounder as the Costa King is about to take this W. Stratocaster is gonna be thinking, what happened? I made a mistake. I had the pace to keep up with these guys. I could have fought for that W, but no, it's not for you, Stratocaster. It's for the Costa King. The Costa King once again gets a W at the Tokyo Expressway, man. He's annoying over here. Tigro Peaks is on fire in that Genesis. He has been in such control, even though LR passed me. Tigro maintain control. Oh my goodness. Commentators curse. I'm sorry, Tigro, but you have been in such under control. You have been on fire as these guys are setting 2:16s out here. LR gets back into the lead. And I'm sorry, LR. I cannot say your full name. Let me try. LR Team 2's Techno. Nah, son, that's too long a name. Why is your name so long? You're gonna need to tell me that, LRR. But LRR in the lead, being hounded by Tigro Peaks, and Mr. Boomtown set a 16-2, which is a decent lap round here. But by what's been happening throughout this whole race, he does not have the pace to keep up with these guys. If Tigro Peaks didn't make that mistake, and LRR didn't have to back up the throttle, one of those two are gonna get that fastest lap on the end of the second lap as Tigro Peaks attacking on the outside. This is a hard move to get done. LRR says no. First place is mine. LRR gets the inside line for the next corner. Tigro flashes the light. He's like, hey, this is some good action, but I'm gonna hound you to the end of this race till you let me by. Tigro on the outside flickers to first place, but LRR once again says no. But Tigro's like, I got the inside. Is he gonna go for it? No, he is not. He breaks. He thinks better off it. He's like, nah, we're racing well over here. We're not gonna muck about. As LRR flashes the indicators, let him know, hey man, your racecraft is impeccable. Because most people would have gone for that. I didn't realize you're gonna give me that space. Tigo's like, hey man, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. And I like how I'm making up these conversations out here without hearing these guys speaking. But my conversation analysis through the lights and the action of the cars is impeccable. My commentary sucks, but that's besides the point. But LRR is out here trying to build up a gap. The vet's gonna be very quick in this section because it's long sweepers. The vet's not good in medium speed corners. The vet's not good in slow speed corners. So from your braking to the corner entry, it's not that great, but the exits the vet gets are amazing. Vet, one of the best cars getting out on the exit of a corner as Tigro's out here flying. And I have a question for Tigro. Like, Tigro, can you share your setup with me? Because I have a Hyundai Genesis myself, and I've never seen a Hyundai Genesis be this commanding and this quick, because you are flying, sir. How the heck did you got that Genesis going so quick as Mr. Boomtown catches up a bit? But Mr. Boomtown is not in this battle. All he can do is spectate. He does not have the pure raw pace. He's gonna have to hope for a mistake. Ooh, speaking of mistakes, somebody got touched in the background. The crash happened. But Mr. Boomtown just does not have the pace. He does not have the pace to keep up with these guys. Tigro and LRR, who's leading, have just been on another level. But he has been lucky enough to see how they're driving. He might learn a thing or two, because we know Mr. Boomtown sucks. He always makes unforced errors and all that malarkey. But let's concentrate on the battle for the lead. Tigro got a great exit out of Eau Rouge. Got a bit of slipstream to help him out. He's gonna get the pass on the outside. How is this Hyundai so quick? The vet is a very quick guy. Tigro's on the outside again, a bit further ahead. Can he make it work this time? It looks like he can. A bunch of touching, but Tigro says, nah, son, it is mine this time. As LRR cannot say no one more time. This time, Tigro makes it stick. LRR's trying to look on the inside. Good racecraft is not just lunging. Ooh, look at the margins these guys are maintaining. They are very close to each other. And Tigro now needs to push like hell because the Corvette's gonna have him in a straight line, especially with the slipstream, unless he gets amazing exits out of corners combined with a slipstream. But he does not want to go behind the vet now, as Mr. Boomtown is just spectating out here, hoping for something to go wrong, hoping for a mistake to happen between Tigro Peaks, who's leading, and LRR Team 2's Techno. That's the last time I'm saying your name completely said because it's too long, and it's fitting that Tigro has the Nesquik branding on his Hyundai because that Hyundai is definitely quick. Man, Nesquik used to be so delicious as a kid, man. But that's besides the point. We need to concentrate on this action. Tigro Peak 75 under pressure from LRR. Mr. Boomtown in third, just spectating as LRR's trying to make a case to get in first place. LRR gets it. Wow! He chanced it, got it done. A clean pass, but we got the bus stop chicane. Actually, no, it's not the bus stop anymore. It's just the chicane. As Tigro gets attacked by Mr. Boomtown, who messes up. Mr. Boomtown messes it all up, and LRR looks to be getting this W. What an amazing race between Tigro and the winner, LRR. Those guys were on supreme pace. We're in the rain over here. We are about to get on the penultimate lap. Menane has been keeping FG honest this whole entire race. He has been leading most of this race. They are both on intermediates. They are both driving the same car. They are both running the standard setup. So there are no advantages for anybody. It's just your abilities that come to show you just how better are you than everyone else. Who has the better abilities? Menane or a championship leader? FG out here, who has the wipers on, chasing Menane, gets on the outside of the third corner, sets up purple on the damn near final lap, on the penultimate lap. He tries to get a good exit, but the AMG GTD says, that was a bit too tight of a line, sir. I cannot get my power when you're turning so much. You need to make sure I'm straight, and you need to make sure you're not pitching me too much for me to get my power down. But FG's on the outside, trying to get a pass on Menane. Menane makes sure he keeps the inside, and he makes sure he doesn't go out too wide, because the FG's car is just trying to squat, get some power down, but it's so wishy-washy. The car's squirming when FG puts the power down because he's really pushing hard. He's on the outside. He's gonna get a big These guys are pushing hard. Menane is driving an amazing defensive race. You know what, Menane? Do you know who Jason Plato is? Jason Plato's the as Menane has a moment, FG's gonna get the pass. Just as I was about to tell Menane about Jason Plato, but Menane has the inside line, he keeps his lead. FG trying to stress it on the outside, and he hit the final corner. Who's gonna get the big exit? FG tries to get a tight line, but once again his AMG says, nah, that's too much for tight line. But he's gonna be on the outside for the first corner. These guys are on fire. The fight for this W. They've been together this whole entire race. Who's gonna get this W? Menane or FG? But anyway, Menane, let me tell you about Jason Plato as we get on board with FG. Jason Plato is the best defensive driver in the world. I dare anyone to doubt me on that. Anyone. And I'll point you towards the races. You've seen Jason Plato will defend with all his might. He is tough to get past, and he doesn't even do anything unfair, even though some of you may disagree. But Jason Plato is so amazing. We call his defensive driving Platoism. And Menane showing us some Platoism out here as FG's trying to get the inside. Menane still gets the apex, a bit of contact. Menane keeps the lead. FG once again gets squirrely when he puts the power on. What does he have to do to get past Menane? Menane showing us exactly what Platoism is. Put your car in the right place. You put your car in the right place, it'll be tough for a person to get a pass. FG is getting frustrated. He's pushing hard. He gets himself off after second penalty. I think this is all over now, but he gets a great exit, and he's out here trying to stress Menane once again on the outside. Hit the brakes. turn in. Menane makes sure he parks it on the inside so he doesn't go for FG. Gets on the outside stuff, man. No grip over there. His tires are gonna be dirty. His car squirrels around. Menane got himself a penalty as well. The both of these guys gonna have to manage it. Menane breaks, FG breaks, but Menane gets the W. It's an American domination over here in Japan at the Fuji Speedway. We got 7 years dead in the Ford GT, Greg in V22 in the vet, and then we got Big Hans in another vet. The first European car we have is Doug Barrow in 4th place, and we ain't even got no Japanese cars in contention for a fight for this first place, which is a shame. But 7 years dead in control. We got the two vets of Greg and V22 and Big Hans rolling together as Big Hans is about to set up a move on the inside. Can he get it done on his teammate? No, he cannot. Whoa! Greg gets a bit of a drift going into the first corner. It didn't look to mess him up too much, but Big Hans tried to take avoiding action because he thought Greg was gonna spin, and the Costa King is trying to punish him for it on the outside as we hit the chicane. The Costa King gets into 3rd place finally. The American stranglehold on the top 3 is finished now as we got Doug Barrow in the Porsche in 3rd place, but 7 years dead out here in control. All he needs to do is keep doing what he's doing and he'll be alright. These guys are taking liberties, going extra wide. 7 years dead looks to have lost a bit of pace because Greg is right there behind him, and I was saying he had control, man. The commentator strikes again, 7 in, goes the pit wide, touches the grass, makes a mistake, goes wide. Why is Greg stopping? Because Greg thinks he touched. Greg thinks he touched 7 years, but Greg, you didn't touch him. You could have been in the lead right now, Greg. You shouldn't have stopped. That was not your fault. The Costa King has gone from 4th to 1st in less than a lap. What is going on over here? As Big Hans tries to attack on the final corner, he's gonna have some slipstream, and Big Hans is gonna be quicker than Doug Barrow in a straight line. Now we got Mr. McHenry in the Viper, which is good over here, and we also got Bo Snipe in a Aston Martin DBR9, which is supremely quick in a straight line. Out here we're running 2 by 2 out here, and then we got Bo Snap getting a bit of slipstream, touches Doug Barrow. Doug Barrow went down to 3rd place, but now he's up in the 2nd. Will he get back in the 1st? Oh, they all touch a bit of curb. Doug Barrow touches a whole bunch of curb. Big Hans in the lead. Gets squirrely as he touches the grass on the outside. They're 3 wide as we're about to hit this next corner. Big Hans keeps his lead. Mr. McHenry attacks Doug Barrow, goes up into 2nd for a little bit, but Doug Barrow's on the outside. Can he keep his 2nd place? The Porsche is the supreme car over here because the other 3 cars in this race, the Vet, the Viper and the Aston Martin are not that great in the corner. So if the Costa King can make it count and use a bit of the slipstream, he is in with a good chance of getting this W. But Big Hans is not letting this go without a fight. The Costa King losing all the corner speed he can with the Porsche, grabs a bunch of curb against the inside. Surprised Big Hans. Big Hans was not ready for that, and to be fair, I wouldn't have been ready for that either, as Mr. McHenry touches the grass, gets it wrong. This is now a 2-horse battle for the lead. The corner car with Doug Barrow, the Porsche, the car faster in a straight line, and that gets good exit with Big Hans. Big Hans touches the Costa King. It actually helps him because the Costa King gets the apex. Will Big Hans be able to get enough slipstream? I do not think so, but it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, but I think the Costa King is about to get this W. 2 laps ago, he was in 4th place. Great racing out here at Fuji Speedway. When these guys have been the class of the field, we take the final corners. We are about to get on the penultimate lap. Minane looks to be wanting to attack now as we get to the first corner. Is he gonna get it done? And most likely he will, man, because you gotta take every opportunity you get with these masters. Doug Barrow knows the deal. He says, I'll get a better exit on you. And Minane goes on the red stuff, man. He's gonna lose some grip. He's gonna lose some speed as we take T2. I don't know why they call this T2, man. It's not a turn. It's not a turn, man. Anyway, the Costa King got a bit of slipstream and a better exit. He's gonna have the inside for the third corner. He gets back into first place, but Menane, ooh, you see Menane get on the throttle with the quickness. That's how much these guys are pushing, man. These MX-5s, man. These MX-5s, they always provide a ton of action, like, you know, best cars on this game in terms of like having a spec race. Best cars on this game. Anyone can drive them. It's very easy to drive these cars fast, even though you do have to put a lot of inputs in them. But I love these MX-5s, man. As the Costa King gets in, is about to get in the third sector now. Oh, man, are they pushing? He gets a bit of understeer, slid into that corner, gets a bit of the green stuff. He's trying to get an amazing exit. He's closer than ever. He's gonna get an amazing exit because the Costa King got it all wrong. Oh, but he saves it. Menane out here, back in first place, chopping and changing positions. Who is going to get this win? Because these guys have passed each other like 3 times already this lap. This is going to be a tough one to call because they're evenly matched. Oh my goodness. No one wants to keep a lead. Menane goes wide, loses grip. The Costa King gets the lead back. They passed each other 4 times in a single lap. It is far from over. The next minute and 44 or 45 seconds is gonna be intense. Menane once again goes on the inside on the first corner, gets a horrible exit. The Costa King once again lets him through and says, hey, that's fine, you can get it, but I want to make sure I am ahead as we get to the infield, because if you can defend well in the third sector and you're in the lead, you will most likely get that W. Menane goes extra wide, tries to get the car back, gets on the throttle. The MX-5 says, I'll give you a wiggle, but we're gonna get some great traction and get a good exit, and they're rolling side by side as we are about to get. Is this happening? No, it's not. I mean, I need to start looking at this track corner names again, man. Maybe I'll start signing more Fisher, but that's besides the point, because we are focused on the action between Menane and the Costa King. Dark Barrel, Morocco versus the UK. Who is going to get this W? Same car out here. So you have the same equipment. Let's see who's going to get it. Menane gets it a bit wrong, but he did the same the last time. Ended up going a bit on the green stuff to get a wider line into this next corner so that he gets a better exit. And it looks like that's exactly what he's done. The last time the Costa King made a mistake here. Menane gets the inside. Is he able to? Oh my, I'm flustered in my words. It's too much excitement. I cannot contain myself. Menane is on the inside. Can he get it done? Yes, he can, but he goes wide. The Costa King also goes wide and he secures first place. Just take the final corner in a great fashion. And it looks like that's exactly what he did. Because the Costa King gets the W. Some exciting stuff, man. That's to be expected. You guys know the MX-5s are fun. Can't say enough of that.